The long, grueling season has come to an end as we have reached the penultimate game of the 2023 CCBC Catonsville women's basketball season. As we are live here at the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletics Center here on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County, getting set for game one of our doubleheader here on sophomore nights as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals take on the Raptors of Montgomery College. Hello folks, this is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all of the action, and we have the penultimate game of the season for the Lady Cardinals tonight to kick off our doubleheader, and then later tonight the final game of the season for the men's basketball team. The focus right now is on the Lady Cardinals, and they're going to need some help here. At 9-13 on the season, 3-6 in conference play, the Lady Cardinals currently sit 10th in Region 20 standings. They're coming off of an 8-game losing streak, the most recent loss being a 66-53 loss to Garrett College. After an excellent start to the season, it's been all downhill for the Lady Cardinals, due in large part to injuries. They have missed a good chunk of their players this season, and now they're just hoping to finish off the season strong. They do have one more game after tonight against Allegheny College. That game will be on Monday. Meanwhile, for the Montgomery Raptors at 17-6, 9-1 in conference play, they currently sit 4th in Region 20 standings, one of the best teams in the region. They are trying to close out their season on a high note as they gear up for the Region 20 tournament. They've got a stacked lineup of players to keep your eyes out for, especially sophomore guard Kalia Boykin, who leads the team in rebounds, assists, and steals. Keep your eyes on her, number 22. Let's meet the starting lineups of coaches for tonight's game. We begin with the visitors, the Raptors of Montgomery College. Starting at guard will be a freshman from Wilkes-Barre High School, number 1, Denasia Moore. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Princess Anne High School, number 2, Tiana James. Starting at forward, a sophomore from South Carroll High School, number 3, Bethany Fowler. Starting at guard, a freshman from James Hubert Blake High School, number 15, Eve Weeks. And starting at guard, a sophomore from Clarksburg High School, number 22, Kalia Boykin. The Raptors coaches include head coach Tarlo Gask and assistant coaches Patrick Card and Rhonda Jackson and Franchase Phillips. Now for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Starting at guard for the Cardinals will be the sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Sparrows Point High School, number 0, Destiny Perry. Starting at guard, a freshman from Owings Mills, Maryland, graduate of Newton High School, number 4, Maya Franklin. Starting at guard, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Coppin Academy, number 14, Anaya Tillery. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Clinton, Maryland, graduate of the National Christian Academy, number 15, Amari McKnight. And starting at forward, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Chesapeake High School, number 32, Kayla Cabbage-Stock, KC. Cardinals assistant coaches include Andre Eiffel, Centeria Renwicks, and Mylea Clark, and the head coach is Morris Stretch Brandon. Tonight's game, of course, is game 1 of our doubleheader against Montgomery. Game 2, the men's game coming up later. That's going to be the senior night game, and we'll have a special presentation for the, sophomore night. Then we'll have a special presentation for the sophomore players coming up. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy some Friday evening basketball as we've got the Cardinals and Raptors coming up in about 10 minutes only on the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals Network. We'll now be turning it over to Richard Keller, voice of the Cardinals, for opening announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a pleasant good afternoon. We welcome you to the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County for this afternoon's ladies game featuring our visitors from Montgomery College versus homestanding Catonsville. Before we introduce the starting lineups and coaches, a quick reminder that this event is being played under the regulations of the National Junior College Athletic Association Region 20 and the Maryland Junior College Athletic Conference. MD JUCO and NJCAA prohibit verbal or physical harassment of any student athlete, official, coach, staff, spectator, guest, or community member during this afternoon's event. Violators of these rules will be subject to removal from the CCBC Catonsville complex. We appreciate your cooperation in being good fans. For your safety and the safety of our participants, please remain off the court during this afternoon's event. Restrooms are located in the hallway to the left of the seating area. Please pay attention to the announcement in the event of any special announcements. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starters and coaches, beginning with visitors from Montgomery College. Starting at guard, number 1, Denasia Moore. Starting at guard, number 2, Kiana James. Starting at forward, number 3, Bethany Fowler. Starting at guard, number 15, Eve Weeks. And starting at guard, number 22, Talia Boykin. The assistant coaches for Montgomery, Frances Phillips, Rhonda Jackson, and Patrick Parton. And help me in welcoming head coach Carlo Gasquet. Please welcome the visitors from Montgomery College. Now for homestanding Catonsville, starting at guard, number 0, Destiny Perry. Starting at guard, number 4, Maya Franklin. Starting at guard, number 14, Anaya Tillery. Starting at forward, number 15, Amari Knight. And starting at forward, number 32, Caleb Cabotstoff. The assistant coaches for Catonsville, Andre Liveville, Centuria Renwicks, Malia Clark, James Thomas, and the head coach is Morris Stretch Brandon. Please welcome homestanding Catonsville. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everyone who is able to please rise. We ask our gentlemen here present to please remove your caps. Please direct your attention to the flag to the right of the seating area to the left of the scores table as we honor all of our veterans, all of those serving our nation both at home and abroad, all of those who have given their lives in defense of our liberty and freedom, and we honor America this afternoon as we present with pride our national anthem.
All set to get underway here. The Raptors will be wearing all black with white jerseys, with white numbers and white trim. Catonsville in their home whites with red numbers, black trim. As always, we want to give a big shout out to everybody who helps us get these games underway here at CCBC Catonsville.
Enjoy this afternoon's game, and we wish best of luck to those schools.
This is going to be the last game of the year that I'll be on the mic for, folks, but this isn't the last game of the year for the Cardinals. They'll have one last game on Monday. It'll be Fowler and Casey at center court for the tip-off, and we're underway. Raptors immediately win the toss at number 22. Clea Boykin with the ball. Oh, quick passes here is James, guarded by Anaya Tillery. Tillery looking, nice block there. James gets it out to Weeks. Weeks finds Boykin. Boykin gets it out to James again. Fowler now drives, puts up a shot in and out. Mari McKnight hit the ground. And Destiny Perry with the ball, dribbles, gets it to Casey. Casey finds Tillery. Tillery, nice, puts up the hook and scores. And the first points of the evening go to the Cardinals. Catonsville, of course, coming into today's game, eliminated from playoff contention, but can still play spoiler for seeding for Montgomery here. Here is Boykin, leads the Raptors in pretty much every statistical category. Now a three-point attempt and a shot by Tiana James. And Montgomery takes the lead back. Perry with the ball. Perry coming off an ankle injury. McKnight, quick pass, puts up the shot off the side of the backboard and a whistle. This should be our first foul of the evening. Or was it out of bounds? Foul is called. Fouls on Eve Weeks, number 15, her first, the team's first. And Mari McKnight will go to the line to shoot two. And McKnight gets her first points, ties this game up. Second one is off, but did it roll out of bounds? Yes, it did. Fowler was trying to corral it, and it went out of bounds, so possession will stick with the Cardinals. And a chance here for Catonsville to potentially take the lead back here. KC will inbounds it for the Cardinals. Trying to find an opening, gets it to Perry. Nice move by Perry. Perry is going to be fouled on her way to the basket. Looks like the foul was against Denasia Moore, number 1, her first, team's second. Some early foul trouble here for the Raptors. There'll be 2 shots here for Destiny Perry. And Perry's going to give the Cardinals the lead back. I mentioned before in the pregame, Catonsville is in the midst of an 8-game losing streak. One of the reasons why they've fallen out of contention to make the Region 20 tournament. They could still play spoiler here. Perry makes both 5-3 the score. At Catonsville games, if you're new to watching these games, the Cardinals tend to play these games very close to the chest, very defensively, so expect these games to be low scoring. Here's Moore. Moore gets it to left hand. Here's James now pushing in, putting up a shot, and fights through the defense to score, tying it back up at 5-all. Perry on the response now for the Cardinals. Looking for an opening. Perry drives, puts it up, in it goes, and Destiny Perry. I remember she had that ankle injury a couple of weeks ago. Oh, that ankle seems to be completely fine now. Perry takes her place defensively. Raptors try to respond. Boykin guarded by Tillery. Boykin gets it out to James. James finds Moore, who misses a deep 3. Scrum for the ball. Tillery's got it. And a jump ball will be called. Possession does go to the Cardinals. Great heads-up play there by Anaya Tillery. And we have our first substitution of the game, as into the contest for Montgomery comes freshman guard number 10, Isabella Luan Gonzalez. Seven to 5 the score. Catonsville leads and a chance to extend their lead. As we had a brief pause there so they could reset the shot clock properly. 28 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Perry, McKnight flanking her. Perry trying to get around Gonzalez. Oh, Perry lost the ball. It's stolen away by James. And Tiana James finishes and ties it up at 7. Cardinals now on the response. McKnight flips it back to Perry. Perry's had some ball control issues here in the first quarter. Perry gets it to Tillery. Dangerous pass. Tillery puts up a tough shot, but she got it. Anaya Tillery's been the leading scorer for the Cardinals the second half of this season and has filled a valuable position in the shooting guard position for the Cardinals ever since Anna Thomas went down with a leg injury. Here is Boykin trying to fight through, gets it out to James. James puts up a 3, in and out. Fowler snatches the rebound, double teamed, hits the ground. McKnight with a steal, and the Cardinals are back on the offensive. Great defensive stand by Catonsville. Here's Perry, again having trouble controlling that ball, and it's stolen away by Gonzalez. But KC swipes it right back. Now KC fights up, puts up a shot, not enough power. Franklin with the rebound, gets it out to Tillery. Tillery crosses up, puts up a shot, but too much power, goes over the basket. And you can hear the jeers coming from the Montgomery crowd in attendance there. Here's Boykin, pushes up, gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts up a pass, tipped by KC. Gonzalez with a fake, wouldn't go in. Big reaction from the crowd here. Rebound taken, and there's going to be a foul called against McKnight. And Fowler will head to the line. Gonzalez had a nice fake there that got a huge reaction from the crowd, and I hate to say it, the Catonsville community has just not come out for today's game. It's almost entirely Montgomery fans. That is disappointing. That is extremely disappointing. Fowler misses her first. Score remains 9-7, 6.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. And the second misses too, big bounce. Montgomery does grab the rebound. Boykin tiptoes the sideline to get it. Gets it out to James. James thinks for about a 3. Instead gets it out to Weeks. Weeks boxed in, gets it to Fowler. Collision with McKnight. Fowler has trouble. Knocked up, may but deflected, grabs her own rebound, and she's fouled again as she heads, and it looks like she'll head back to the line. Fowler was having some difficulty fighting her Catonsville's defense there as we got another substitute coming in for Montgomery. Fowler will shoot 2. Makes the first. And the second. Misses out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. Remains 9-8 as entering the game comes number 12, Talia Concar. Concar, the freshman guard. Still no substitutions for the Cardinals. They only have 2 available subs. Here's Perry. Spins away, gets it to McKnight. McKnight fights, puts up a shot. Franklin again with the rebound. Second time she saved the day there. Gets it to KC. KC for the jumper. Goes off into the hands of Gonzalez. Gonzalez, quick pass to James. James, back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Weeks. Thought about a 3 for a second there. Weeks looking for an opening, gets it to James. James. Raptors can't get through the perimeter for the Cardinals. They get it back to Gonzalez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Weeks can't get in. Pulls up for the jumper. Off, rebound KC. Great defensive stand by the Cardinals. Perry, her pass is deflected by Gonzalez for a second. Back to KC. KC gets it back to Perry. Perry looking for an opening. Perry instead tried to go to Franklin, but it was stolen away. Ooh, Amari McKnight, hard hit. She goes down and is clutching her ankle. Weeks goes for the fake. They're going to count the basket and give her an extra shot there as Amari McKnight is still down with an injury, it looks like. And that right there is the season of the Cardinals. The story of the Cardinals season, excuse me. As we hope the best for Amari McKnight. Alfreda Potter from Monrovia, Liberia, has checked into the game for the Cardinals, the freshman forward, number 12. As it appears It appears that the injury to McKnight is a tad more serious than expected, so we're just going to hold off on reporting anything there. The foul was on Destiny Perry, number 0, her first and the team's second, I believe. Second? Third? Third. Okay. There we go. Our live stats got updated there. The Cardinals have had a lot of difficulties with injuries this season. One of the big reasons for their difficulties in the second half of the year, first half of the season, the Cardinals were 9-5, but the second half of the season they endured some very difficult stretches, including this 8-game losing streak. Our athletic trainer, Miss Abby Miller, assistant coach Andre Eiffel, and one of the athletic trainers for Montgomery are assisting Amari right now. We wish her the best and hope it is nothing too serious. Amari is sitting up and talking with the athletic trainers, although it is clear that she is in some discomfort. Got about 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. The score is 10-9 in favor of Montgomery as the athletic trainers are assisting McKnight off of the court. Well, at least they're trying to. They help her to her feet. You can hear the applause of the crowd in the background. As head coach Morris Stretch Brandon's going to head out to assist. Difficult situation to see a player go down like that, especially this early in the game. This is something the Cardinals have had to deal with quite a bit this season. I recall a couple games ago we had the incident where Destiny Perry landed awkwardly on her ankle and had to be helped off. It was a rough one too. It's honestly amazing that she's still out here. Amari McKnight has had several injuries this season. She's a tough player. She's come back from all of them. Back underway, we're going to go after that injury timeout, as Eve Weeks will go to the line to shoot 1 and try and extend Montgomery's lead. And she will. 11-9. It is a 2-point lead now for the Raptors. As back underway we go. KC boxed in. Bad pass intercepted by Boykin. Boykin gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez scores, and the Cardinals are going to call a timeout here, and rightfully so. They need it.
Catonsville timeout. 4:55 remaining first quarter.
4:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Cardinals have struggled with ball control so far. Have committed a number of turnovers. So far, Catonsville has committed. Well, it doesn't show up on our live stats, so we'll hold off on that. But there have been several turnovers so far have made this game not helped the Cardinals out. Montgomery's already done with their timeout huddle. They're headed back out on the court. On the court for Montgomery, it's going to be James, Concar, Gonzalez, Boykin, and Weeks. For the Cardinals, it'll be Potter, Tillery, Perry, Franklin, and KC. Here we go. See if Catonsville can get a comeback going here, trailing 13-9 with less than 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Perry siding her way through traffic, and they're going to call her for a traveling violation. Raptors back on the assault. Boykin fighting to get to the basket. She hasn't scored yet. Gets the ball out to James. James now pushes in, gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back out to James. James for the jumper. Knocks it down, extends the lead 15-9. Cardinals have to get some momentum going here. They cannot afford they cannot afford. Here is Perry. Perry gets it to KC, avoids a steal attempt by Boykin. KC tries to get it out to Franklin, but too much power on the pass. It goes out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Cardinals. Just feels like the Cardinals just haven't been able to get their passes locked down in this game so far. Deep three for Gonzalez, hits the corner and into the arms of Elfrida Potter for the rebound. Now Perry passes it out to KC. KC back to Perry. Perry puts it up, won't go. Rebound taken again by Montgomery. James gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries this nifty pass to get it to Weeks, but it goes out of bounds. Possession back to the Cardinals. I think that was an underhanded pass. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. 15-9 the score with just about 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Here's Perry looking for an opening, gets it to KC. KC spins, dashes away, gets it back to Perry. Perry fights for it off the side of the backboard as Maya Franklin wiping something away from her eyes. I think she may have gotten hit in the face there. Possession will stick with the Cardinals. Tillery, inbounds pass goes to Perry. Perry looking for an open player. Gotta find somebody. Gets it out to Tillery. 7-6-5 on the shot clock. Tillery, KC. KC for three. Off the rim. Perry with the rebound. Fresh shot clock coming up for the Cardinals. Now Perry sizing up, pulling up. Jumper. Won't go. Another fight for the ball. Out of bounds. And possession again stays with the Cardinals. As an adjustment to the shot clock, it looks like. As now there's a discussion as to, not sure exactly what they're discussing here. Sub coming in for Montgomery, that's number 23, Tamira Timmons, the sophomore guard. I believe they were either adjusting the shot clock. I don't know. Probably they were discussing something we couldn't hear there. Perry gets the inbounds pass, puts up a shot, won't go, and another missed opportunity for the Cardinals. James tries to get to Gonzalez, but too much power on the pass, goes out of bounds. Wonder how many times I've said that tonight. As now, Bethany Fowler re-enters the game for the Raptors, replacing Talia Concour. Catonsville trails 15-9 with less than 3 minutes to go here in this game. Perry shoots it out to Tillery. Tillery pulls up for the jumper. Instead goes to Potter. Potter with the rebound and a score. Elfrida Potter, and that got a big reaction from Catonsville's men's team who has shown up, and it's good to see them here supporting the Cardinals, considering that we've got a mostly purple and black audience. That being the colors of the Montgomery Raptors. Here's Gonzalez. Boxed in, double teamed. Great defense there by Maya Franklin, who's getting a lot of minutes today. James, deep three. Big bounce, KC with the rebound. Cardinals trail by 4, 15-11. Here's Perry. Looking for an opening, has to back away for the double team. Perry gets it to KC. Oh, KC loses control of the ball. Collision, scrum for the ball. Potter manages to grab it. They're still fighting for the ball. Out of bounds and possession to the Cardinals. Great heads-up play there by Elfrida Potter to grab that ball, prevent it from going out of bounds. As we have another substitute coming in into the game for Montgomery comes number 20, Athena Kangnia. The freshman center, tallest player on the team here. Here's Perry, inbounds pass, trying to draw a foul, didn't get one. And now on the response, Boykin puts up a shot. She's going to be fouled and will head to the line, it looks like. As that'll be a shooting foul. Kalia Boykin misses her first. She leads the Raptors in rebounds, assists, and steals, and is also one of their top scorers. So far tonight has been led scoreless, and no commentators curse yet. Okay, so I was a little worried about that. Ball goes out of bounds, possession to the Raptors, and KC can't believe it. She's staring open-mouthed at the ref there, saying, "Are you kidding?" They were the last to touch it. No matter, Raptors get the ball. They get it to Kangnia, who is fouled and will head to the line, it looks like. That foul was on Maya Franklin, the team's fifth. That'll push them over the limit for this quarter. And with a minute 48 to go, and probably broken the record for the longest fourth quarter of all time. Excuse me, longest first quarter. Little mental mistake. Kang Nia misses her first. And she'll miss both. 4 straight missed free throws by the Raptors. Cardinals grab the rebound, courtesy of Alfreda Potter. Here we go. Perry gets it out to KC. KC with the feint, pushes in, puts up the shot, and got it! Kayla Cabbage-Stock, KC at it again. Remember, she had that 34-point game earlier this season. That was wild. James gets it to Gonzalez. Minute and a half to go. Gonzalez back to James. James trying to get to Gonzalez in the middle. It's broken up, but Gonzalez still is able to secure it. Now Gonzalez puts up a jumper, a floater, I guess. Won't go. Rebound. Fought for. Diving for it is KC. Heads up play. Draws the jump ball. Possession is going to go over to the Raptors, but you can see the determination of Kayla Cabbage-Stock out there. She has done that all season. Incredible determination and grit. Definitely a player to watch next season for the Cardinals. James, 20 on the shot clock, gets it to Boykin. Boykin hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez hands it off to James. This is a similar play that the Cardinals run sometimes, at least the men's team does. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wide open Gonzalez. Deep three, off the rim. Rebound fought for. Jump ball. Possession to the Cardinals. As re-entering the game comes Denasia Moore, as she is going to replace Gonzalez, it looks like. So now it is less than a minute to go. It's 15-13, 2-point game. Cardinals playing tough against the fourth best team in Region 20. KC tripped up, and the ball ends up hitting our broadcast table. There's a foul called on the play. That's the third game in a row, folks, that we've called here where the ball has the ball or a player has hit our broadcast table. I said at the beginning of the season, it's a miracle if we make it through the whole year without somebody pile driving into it, and it has happened on several occasions. Here's Tillery. Pushes up. Jumper. Ties it up. Anaya Tillery. Great shot there, and the Cardinals have their momentum back at KC with the steal. She falls out of bounds. Possession will go to the Raptors. That was a nasty fall there by Kayla Cabbage-Stock, but she's okay as we've got less than 30 seconds to go in this very long first quarter. Quick passes here, trying to get it into Kingnaya. James, shot goes up, won't go. Perry gets the rebound, 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Cardinals can take the lead here. Perry scything her way through traffic, puts up a shot, won't go. Rebound taken by James. Second left, James from midcourt. Ooh, that was close. Just misses it. And we end the first quarter 15-all. Boy, this has been a fun one so far, folks. Stick with us. As we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Just a quick reminder, folks, we do have the men's game coming up after this contest, 7 p.m. sharp. Might be pushed back just a bit, though, because this first quarter lasted longer than expected. Quick little update to Amari McKnight's condition. Amari is awake and alert. Don't worry, but it appears that we might need to. Transport her out of here to get that ankle looked at, and it looks like that's what they're going to do based on the movement we see on the Catonsville sideline. We wish the best for Amari McKnight, as that was a rough looking injury. It's always a shame when a player goes down like that, and you always hope for the best, and we can offer our support for Amari McKnight. Hopefully she will be able to recover from this injury. But our very gifted athletic staff are hard at work right now, and they are doing a great job out there. About to get started with the second quarter here. The score 15 all.
It'll be Montgomery ball to start the second.
And Montgomery will start with possession. Moore inbounds the ball to James, and underway we go. James, by the way, up to 9 points on the evening so far, leading scorer for both teams. Here's Weeks pushing up, fights away from a double team. Shot won't go. Perry with the rebound. Cardinals only have a single substitute available now. That's Milan Marable, so they'll have to play it close as KC gives Catonsville the lead by putting up that jumper. Good play there. 17-15 the score. Maya Franklin out there getting more minutes than I think she's ever gotten before this season. Doing a great job defensively. Raptors are having trouble getting around Catonsville's perimeter defense. Here's Weeks trying to break in, can't get in. Great defense by Perry. 7 on the shot clock, Gonzalez for 3. Big bounce, Potter with the rebound. And a fight for the ball. As they'll rule possession, will go to the Cardinals off that jump ball, I believe.
Jump ball possession.
Tillery will inbounds it for the Cardinals. Perry gets it to KC. And they're going to call Fowler there for a foul as she knocked KC to the ground while they were fighting for the ball. Montgomery trying to full court press. It did not work the way they would have hoped it to work. Inbounds pass goes to Perry. Catonsville keeping this game very close right now. They need the support of this crowd, though. Here's Perry fighting for it. Puts up a wild shot, won't go. Fight for the ball. Potter, did she grab it again? She did. The jump ball, however, will send possession to the Raptors. But man, Alfreda Potter is just doing a great job of grabbing those rebounds. Ooh. Here's James. James again struggling to break through the perimeter. Puts up a wonky shot, won't go. Cardinals let it out of bounds. Possession back to Catonsville. And this Montgomery crowd, who were so wild through that first quarter, they have slowed down a ton. They have slowed down their cheering a bit. We got members of the Catonsville Cardinals men's basketball team here, as here's Perry fighting. Nice pass to KC. Jumper won't go. Fowler with the rebound. Fowler puts up a shot tipped by KC. Fight for the ball. James has got it. Gets it to Fowler. Fowler fights through, won't go. Potter again gets a hit on the rebound. Perry trips up Fowler, and there's a rebound. Excuse me, there's a foul. That's going to be Perry's third, and already the Cardinals have some players in foul trouble as Milan Marable, the freshman center out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, enters the game, graduate of Palumbo High School.
2 for Bethany Fowler.
As Destiny Perry heads to the bench. Also checking into the game for the first time, Desir Coleman, the sophomore guard from Miami Carroll City High School. Number 21 for the Raptors. Fowler makes her first, makes it 17-16, a 1-point game. She could tie it up, and she does. 17 all with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. As Catonsville trying to fight back here. Here's Tillery. Tillery pushes, puts it up, won't go. Potter with the rebound, and she is fouled. Foul is going to be... I'll wait to see who it was on. They did not say, huh? I believe it was on Denasia Moore. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So she's checked out of the game, excuse me. Potter makes her first and gives the Cardinals the lead back. There it is. The foul was on Desire Coleman. That is her first and the team's second. Potter makes her first. No luck on the second. Remains a 1-point game. James with the rebound. Raptors lead again. Excuse me, Raptors back on the attack. They do not lead right now. It is 18-17 in favor of Catonsville. Again, Montgomery having difficulty getting past that perimeter defense. They're going to go to Coleman in the corner for three. Off the rim, James with the rebound. It gives Montgomery the lead, 19-18 off of that rebound. Cardinals back on the attack. Here comes KC, picking up speed, pushing, going coast to coast. No, whoa, Fowler with the rebound. Fowler scoops it out to Coleman. Coleman gets it to James, and James lays it up and in. 21-18 the score now. Here's KC, back on the attack, trying to go the distance again. KC puts it up, and in and one. Count it! Kayla Cabbage-Stock fights through and has a chance to tie this baby up. 21-20 with 7 minutes to go. As re-entry of the game comes Kalia Boykin, who has still been held scoreless by this Cardinals team. And I may regret saying that. Commentator's curse is a very real thing here, folks. It has happened multiple times this season while calling these CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball games. Here's KC to tie it up. No luck. Potter gets the rebound, though. A second chance. Potter puts up a shot. No foul was called this time. Raptors are going to escape. Here's Coleman. Coleman passes it out to James. James, triple teamed, gets it to Moore. Moore can't complete. Back out to James. Fresh shot clock. James pushes up. Won't go. And Moore finally scores, makes it 23-20. About 6.5 minutes to go for the Cardinals. KC tripped up, and that's going to be a foul. And the foul looks like it's going to be on number 15, Eve Weeks. Her second and the team's fourth. They only have one more foul to give here in the second quarter. So while in the first quarter it was Catonsville who was committing all the fouls, now it's Montgomery. Tide is definitely turned. Inbounds pass goes to Tillery. Back underway we go. 6.5 minutes to go. Tillery trying to push around more. Fights through a triple team. Basket gets called off. Let's see what the call was. The foul, it looks like, is going to be on Boykin. And with that, no more fouls to give. This will send Tillery to the line to shoot two as Denasia Moore re-enters the game for the Raptors. Here's Tillery. No luck on the first. That was a crucial miss for the Cardinals. Alon Marable, Maya Franklin already back in defensive positions. No luck. It's an empty trip to the market there. Raptors trying to respond here. Ten on the shot clock. And a foul called as Moore charged to the basket. Again, the Raptors having difficulty getting past that perimeter defense. And Moore will head to the line to shoot two. Moore gets her first, makes it a 4-point game, 24-20. Quick little update, folks. Amari McKnight has been helped out of the arena. Again, we wish her the best and hope that the injury is not that severe. It was an ankle injury for McKnight. Successful trip to the free throw line for Denasia Moore, and it's a 5-point game with 6 minutes to go until the half, 25-20. Catonsville trying to get some of the momentum that they had at the end of the last quarter back now. It's KC, very slow approach here. Remember, the Cardinals don't have a lot of subs, so there is a possibility that they could tire out more quickly as KC misses that shot. Rebound taken away by the Raptors. Franklin with the steal, but is called for travel. And that right there is one of the rules I've never understood about basketball. If you're falling backwards, how is that counted as a travel? You can't help taking more steps. You're falling. Off the inbounds pass, James sinks a three. She's got 16 points, and it's 28-20. Largest lead of the night for either team. Again, that traveling violation has just never sat right with me, that ruling. Raptors break up the play. Moore with the steal. Gets it to Boykin. Boykin puts up a shot, won't go. KC with the rebound. Actually, it's Tillery with the rebound. And Tillery is coming the other way. Tillery flips it to KC. Now KC trying to fight. It's stolen away again by the Raptors. Fowler has trouble controlling the ball, flips it to Moore. Moore with the jumper, won't go. Tillery with the rebound. Cardinals need a timeout here. They look tired. We've got less than 5 minutes to go until the half. Tillery looking for an opening, gets a pick from KC, pushes up, again has it stolen away. It was Fowler again too. Fowler gets it to James. James lays it up and in, 10-point lead, 30-20. Catonsville needs a response here. It's another long drought. They've been held scoreless. And again, Fowler with another steal. It's the third straight possession she's recorded a steal. And KC is gonna cause a foul here as she knocks Moore to the ground. That'll send her to the line to shoot two. KC, that's her first foul. Team's third.
Isabella Gonzalez for Montgomery.
Two shots for Denasia Moore.
Moore makes the first shoot, one more for Montgomery.
Moore makes the first, makes an 11-point game, 31-20. She's got both. 12-point lead, 32-20. Tillery on the response is going to be fouled as she fights her way to the basket.
Montgomery fouled her three, Bethany Fowler her second. Two for Anaya Tillery.
Two shots coming up here for Nia Tillery as number 23, Tamara Timmons, re-enters the game for Montgomery.
Tillery makes the first shoot, one more for Catonsville.
Tillery makes the first and the second, ends the scoring drought finally. Cardinals now dropping back. Here's Gonzalez pushing up. Gonzalez is tripped up and another foul is called.
Catonsville foul number two, Milan Marble her second.
It's Milan Marible's second and the team's fourth. They've got one more to give with 3.5 minutes to go in this quarter. It's back to a 10-point advantage for Montgomery, 32-22, as Isabella Luan Gonzalez will head to the line to shoot two. Makes her first, 33-22. Gonzalez is up to 3 points on the evening. She's got both, 34-22. Cardinals now looking for a response. Tillery fighting her way through traffic. Tries to get the ball to Potter, gets knocked out of bounds. Possession will go back to the Raptors. Destiny Perry, due to her 3 fouls, is on the bench. Cardinals generally, if a player gets 2 or more fouls in the first half, will bench that player until the second half, help him cool down a bit. But you can tell the Cardinals, without their point guard out there, are struggling. Raptors looking for an opening. Nice behind the back pass by Boykin, gets it to Timmons and she scores. 36-22 the score now. as the Raptors continue to pull away from the Cardinals. Potter gets the block there. KC fights for the basket and is going to be fouled. No, it's an offensive foul against KC. Player control foul. Cardinals will give up possession here. Keep my eyes on Tamara Timmons, who is wincing a bit, holding her back. Hopefully nothing happened there. Here's Boykin. No luck on that shot. Rebound taken and scored by Timmons. She's got 2 straight. That was Moore who missed the 3 that set up that Timmons shot, and now the Cardinals will try to respond here, trailing 38-22. I mean, Tillery gets it back to KC. KC puts up the layup and scores. 38-24. 2 minutes to go. Gonzalez finds Boykin. Boykin has it stripped by Marable. Marable hands it off to KC, avoiding a case of same team syndrome. KC finds Tillery. Tillery fights for it, puts it up and lays it in as Timmons got hit hard. Was clutching the side of her head. Hopefully nothing serious. Gonzalez. As the ball gets knocked out of bounds, possession will go back to the Cardinals. Entering the game now for the Raptors comes number 12, Talia Kunkar, replacing Timmons, who got hit in the back of the head and was clutching it. The Cardinals got another turnover there with 1.5 minutes to go. Maybe some momentum starting to come back. They trail by 12, 38-26. They get it to KC in the corner. KC back to Tillery. Tillery pulls up for 3, won't go. Potter secures the rebound. Nice between the legs pass to Franklin, puts up a shot, won't go. Rebound's taken by Kunkar. And another bad pass there by the Raptors. Possession back to Catonsville. With 1 minute to go in the first half, the Cardinals starting to get some of their momentum back. They definitely need this halftime break. Got a little tongue-tied there, folks. Apologies. Tillery gets it out to KC. No, it's stolen away, and Tillery goes down. She's back to her feet. Gonzalez tries a fake and is going to draw a foul on KC. And that is going to be KC's 3rd. Here's Ernst.
2 for 1, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez makes her first, makes it 39-26. 45 seconds to go in this first half. Gonzalez is second, in and out. Rebound taken by Tillery. Now Tillery fighting her way back. Tillery dicing through traffic. Ew, there she goes. The Montgomery bench wanted to travel, but they didn't get one. 39-28 and a great play by Anaya Tillery going coast to coast. Here's Coleman. Gets it to Boykin. Boykin for the jumper and scores. 41-28. Final seconds ticking away in this second quarter. Cardinals getting ready for a much-needed halftime break. And that interception there by Moore is going to result in an easy layup and a score with 6 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to do it. 43-28 is going to be the score as we head into the half, folks. It's comeback season. Cardinals are going to need to forge one if they want to get out of this. A tough first half for the Cardinals. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the second half, folks, and your first half stats. got a minute to go before we return from halftime here at Game 1 of our doubleheader between Catonsville and Montgomery. 43-28 is the score. Cardinals looking to forge a comeback. Take a look at our first half stat comparisons. Montgomery pretty much leads the way in every category. 43 points, 15 of 38 from the floor, 2 of 10 from three-point range, 11 of 19 from the free throw line. 4 turnovers, 6 points off of the turnovers, 22 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 14 defensive, 8 assists, 0 blocks, 7 steals, and 9 fouls. For the Cardinals, 28 points. They shot 11 of 31 from the floor, 0 for 2 from three-point range so far, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 4 turnovers, 2 points off of turnovers, 20 total rebounds, 6 offensive, 14 defensive, 5 assists, 0 blocks, 2 steals, and 11 fouls. Individually leading the way for Montgomery has been, give me 1 second here, folks, I just adjust my stats. It's been Tiana James, 18 points, 6 rebounds. Leading rebounders actually been Bethany Fowler with 7. Leading assister, Kalia Boykin with 3. For the Cardinals, leading scorers been Anaya Tillery with 12 points. Leading rebounders been Alfreda Potter with 6 so far. Destiny Perry leads the way with assists with 3. 2 Cardinal players are in foul trouble with 3 each. That's Destiny Perry and Kayla Cabotstock. Franklin, KC, Tillery, Potter, and Perry will start this second half and this third quarter off. Back we go. Perry being sized up by Gonzalez, looking for an opening. There's a scrum for the ball. Perry steals it, gets it to KC. KC to Franklin. Franklin's shot is... They're going to call a foul. She was hit from behind. The foul was on Kalia Boykin. That is her second and the team's first. Inbounds pass immediately goes to KC. KC fights for it, puts up a shot, won't go. Out of bounds, possession to Montgomery. If the Cardinals need to get a rebound going, a comeback going, they'll need to do it now. They trail 43-28. They trail by 15 points. Took me a second there. Apologies, folks. I failed math in high school. Just putting that out there. Here's Coleman. 7 on the shot clock. Coleman stolen by KC. Great play. KC flips it to Tillery. Anaya fighting her way to the basket. Won't go. Rebound taken by Konkar, who's in the game now. Here is Boykin on the response, and she scores. Makes it 45-28. Cardinals trying to respond. Perry flips it out to Tillery. Tillery finds KC. KC's shot is blocked, puts it up again, and scores. And KC gives the Cardinals 30. Still trail by 15. But we've seen larger comebacks here at the Jack this season. None from the women's team, however. Those comebacks came from the men's team, where the men trailed by 18. Concor looking for an opening. That opening is James, who nails a 3. 48-30 the score now. Here's Tillery on the response. Fast, gets fouled hard. Ooh, Anaya Tillery went down hard. Slow to get up. She's assisted up, though. She will head to the line to shoot 2. The foul was against number 21, Desire Coleman. That is her second. Tillery's first shot is no good. Means 48-30. Got the second, though. 48-31 the score, with about 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Raptors on the response. Concor looking for an opening. Here's Gonzalez for 3. Sinks it. 51-21, a 20-point deficit for the Cardinals now. And this has really been the story of the season for the Cardinals. They get into these big holes. They just are unable to come back. Here's Perry fighting, though, puts up a floater, won't go, is able to grab her own rebound. Jumper won't go, short. KC can't complete, puts up again, scores, and one. Count it. Count it. Bethany Fowler checking back into the game for the Raptors. The foul was on number 12. That's Talia Kunkar. That is her first. The team already has 3 so far in this quarter. KC with 1 shot. Got it. 51-34. It's a 17-point deficit for the Cardinals. Still striking distance. Boykin looking for an opening. Raptors had a lot of trouble in the first half as James sinks a 3. They had a lot of trouble getting past the perimeter of Catonsville's defense, but so far in this second half, they seem to be playing the perimeter more. A lot more 3-point shots. They've already hit 3 of them. 54-34, back to a 20-point advantage for the Raptors as Perry sizes up her opponent. No look pass to KC. KC with the jumper. Got it! Despite being contested, KC knocks it down. Gonzalez for 3. Off target this time. Fight for the ball. KC manages to get it. Hands it off to Perry. Perry finds Tillery. Tillery tripped up. They're going to call a traveling violation. And again, it's my least favorite call in the entire world of basketball. Traveling violations when somebody falls down. I don't think it should be called a thing. I don't think. I have a lot of annoyance with that call. It just doesn't sit right to me. Fowler won't go. Rebound taken by Boykin. Won't go. Potter with the rebound this time. Fight for the ball, jump ball, and possession will stick with the Raptors, it looks like.
Montgomery foul number 21, Desire Coleman, her third, team's fourth.
Fowler with the steal. And the score. 56-36 with about halfway to go through this third quarter. And the Cardinals just continue to struggle to get away from that 20-point deficit. KC can't complete on that spin-around jumper. Gonzalez wide open, lays it up and in. 58-36. Perry is going to be called for traveling. And the mental mistakes keep piling up for the Cardinals. Substitute coming in, it's Eve Weeks for Montgomery. Replacing Desire Coleman. James for 3. In and out. Rebound taken by Potter. That's Potter's 8th rebound of the night as Perry loses the ball for a split second. Dices her way around traffic as a foul's called in the front court. See what it's on. It's on Tiana James, her second. That's going to push the team over the limit. And that will send Destiny Perry to the line to shoot 2. Perry's first won't go. No luck on the second either. Empty trip to the market for Destiny Perry. Fowler spins around, jumper won't go. Boykin with the rebound, and Boykin scores. 60-36. As Perry's pass is deflected out of bounds, and Milan Marable will re-enter the game for the Cardinals now, replacing Alfreda Potter. Quick little mention here that KC has scored 15 points now, taking over as the leading scorer for the Cardinals. Tillery for three. Big bounce, rebound taken by Weeks. Another empty trip to the net for the Cardinals. As Gonzalez puts up a wild pass, won't go. James with the rebound and a fresh shot clock for the Raptors. James dishes it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to James. James looking for an opening, gets it to Boykin. Boykin to Fowler. Fowler back to Boykin. Boykin for three, sinks it. 63-36. It is a 26-point lead now. And it might be more. KC tripped up, fighting, trying to hold on to the ball, gets it to Perry, smart move. Perry, jumper, won't go. Rebound taken by Weeks. There's a fight for the ball and a foul. Foul's going to be on KC. That is her fourth. Cardinals have had some difficulty have had a lot of foul trouble recently. A couple away games ago, all 5 of their starters fouled out. And already they got 2 players in deep foul trouble. Weeks, James to Boykin, wide open. Boykin misses the basket. Fowler with the rebound, won't go. Marable secures the rebound for the Cardinals. 3 minutes to go. Perry gets it to KC. KC pulls up. Shot was blocked. Here's a wide open James. She'll lay it up and in. And Tiana James is up to 26 points on the night, folks. She is averaging 21 per game. 65-36. The Cardinals now trail by 29. Tillery gets it to KC. KC puts it up, won't go. Fowler with the rebound. Fowler gets it to Weeks. Weeks gets it to James. James manages to get it out to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez, 3 won't go. Fight for the ball and a foul. And I think they're going to call it against... No, it's on KC, and she's fouled out. So Kayla Kabachstock will foul out of this one. She finishes the night 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 15 points, shot 7 for 16, and she cannot believe it. Potter back in. Cardinals have no substitutes. Inbounds pass goes to Fowler. Fowler hands it off to James. James gets it to Weeks. Weeks fighting her way through traffic. They're going to call her for a traveling violation there, so that one won't count. 65-36 with about 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. And well, this game, which was so competitive in its first half, has just gotten out of control for the Cardinals. This 8-game losing streak, that seems to have been the main factor for Catonsville. Just out of control. As Destiny Perry's pass is picked up by James, who is fouled, and a chance to extend the lead to 30 is coming up. This will send James to the line to shoot 2. And with that, it's a 30-point game.
James makes the first, shoots 1 more.
No luck on the second. Raptors did grab the rebound for a second there. And they will get possession back as the Cardinals accidentally knocked it out of bounds. Inbounds pass goes to Fowler. Fowler is fouled, and she will go. No, it's an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul on Fowler as Tillery was knocked to the ground. Catonsville's going to get possession here as that ball rolls out of bounds. It remains a 30-point game, 66-36. Neither team has called a timeout this entire quarter as Potter tries to snag that blocked pass by Perry out of bounds, but it goes out. Perry out of midair, but it goes out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Raptors. Here's Gonzalez. Finds Weeks. Weeks gets it to James. And up and in. James scores. Tiana James has 29. Boy, I tell you what, with a minute to go here in this third quarter, I would love to see this Montgomery team go far in the Region 20 tournament that's coming up. They have looked fantastic all game long. Catonsville has played a lot of the top teams, and pretty much everyone has assumed, as there's a steal by James, pretty much everyone assumed that CCBC Essex is going to run away with the tournament victory. And while I have to cheer on the sister school of the Cardinals, I'd like to see this Montgomery team do well. They have proven tonight that they don't really have any superstar players that stand out, but they do have one thing that a lot of teams wish they had, and that is a good team chemistry, and they've showed it out there. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. 68-36. Weeks. Her shot will go. Rebound taken by Boykin. And Boykin's shot will go. Rebound taken by Weeks. Weeks' shot will go. Goes out of bounds. And possession will go back to the Cardinals. Good defensive stop there by Catonsville. I'll root for this Montgomery team. I think they're going to do very well in the region tournament. I'll give you an update on the teams that are going to make the region tournament in just a sec. Here's Perry. Final seconds tick away in this third quarter. Perry lays it up and in and makes it a 30-point game once again. Gonzalez will miss that three.
That is the end of the third quarter of our game this
And that's going to do it for this third quarter, folks. We've got one more to go. That'll be coming up in just a sec. Catonsville's ball as we start the fourth quarter here, and Perry immediately scores. Makes it 68-40. Good start to the quarter for the Cardinals. Raptors with such a big lead here would do well to play more conservatively as Boykin grabs the rebound. Now Boykin dishes it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it to number 5. That is Camille Martin, sophomore guard from Tuscarora, making her first appearance of the evening as Perry puts up a shot and is fouled. So folks, I need to make a clarification. I made a pretty big error in my pregame. I was a little shocked about that. So Catonsville actually has clinched a berth in the Region 20 tournament at this moment. They are currently the 8th seed. And on the schedule, they are scheduled to enter the tournament, it looks like. So that is an error on my part. Perry makes both. We're going to hold off on that. A foul is called. Milan Marable was responsible for the foul. That's her 3rd and the team's 1st. As this will send Camille Martin to the line to shoot 2. Martin 2nd. Won't go. Rebound taken by Boykin, and she's fouled. The foul was on Milan Marable. That is her 4th. And she's one away from fouling out and making this a 5-on-4 game. As this time it will be Kalia Boykin going to the line to shoot 2. And she's got her first, 69-42. Apologies for the confusion there at the beginning of this quarter, folks. I was trying to find out if Catonsville has qualified for the tournament or not, and according to the Region 20 website, yes. So that is news to me because I was under the impression that we did not qualify. So we'll have to re-examine that when we get a later chance. Perry's pass is tipped up into the air. She tried to fight through a triple team there, and it's going to be stolen away by the Raptors. Gonzalez fights through the block attempt by Perry and scores, makes it 72-42, still a 30-point game. On the positive note, we've had 3 Cardinal players score in double digits tonight, as Perry again struggling to control the ball. That's been an issue all night for her and the Cardinals. Perry has it stolen away, but Potter manages to grab it. Now Marable grabs the rebound, fight for the ball. Tillery finally grabs it. Nobody can score, and that was a comedy of errors. And we'll leave it at that, as a wide open Gonzalez lays it up and in. Isabella Luan Gonzalez has 14 points. Leading scorer for the Raptors has been Tiana James with 29. As it's now 74-42. Well, folks, we've got 8 minutes to go. I know this isn't the last game of the season for the Cardinals, but it is my last game calling them, as I'll be unable to attend the final home game of the season against Allegheny on Monday, as Maya Franklin's shot won't go. Marable puts up a shot, won't go. Boykin with the rebound. I just want to say it has been a pleasure watching these ladies this year. I know that the second half of the season has been a tough one, but this team has really pulled through and proven that they can still remain competitive even when the odds are stacked against them. I think of the many times this season that they have done just that. As Perry manages to secure the rebound, finds Franklin. Franklin finds Tillery. Tillery pushes in, and they're going to call an offensive foul. on Tillery. That is her second. Now, thinking back to some of the more positive moments from this season, folks, I mean, the start of the season had some great moments. The emergence of some of the star freshmen. Lauren Russell, who is out tonight with a leg injury, she was one of the big stars early in the season, showing off some incredible three-point prowess as Boykin misses that shot. Rebound is snatched by Martin. The Cardinals are able to steal it away. Good play there. The emergence of those freshmen definitely was an impact as Perry goes down hard. See if she'll be okay. The foul was on Moore. It's the team second. This will see Destiny Perry to the line to shoot two. Speaking of Destiny Perry, if I had to say one thing, one of the best moments this season, I think, was Destiny Perry's return from injury after rolling up on her ankle. That was a wonderful moment. There, of course, was the first win of the season against Lackawanna. If you remember that game, folks, the Cardinals were facing a former player of theirs, Sydney Spence, who was on the team last season. There was a moment here, somebody said something, and the referee, I think, was considering a technical foul as Destiny Perry makes her first. I think that was number 23, Tamira Timmons, who said something to the ref that made him stop. Perry makes both. 74-44, back to a 30-point deficit. Again, as I was saying, it was the incredible win by the Cardinals against Lackawanna. They defeated a former player of theirs, held them scoreless, if I remember. As here's Moore trying to push her way to the basket, gets it to Boykin. Boykin sets a pick. Gonzalez for three, won't go. Rebound fought for. Perry falls back. Possession to the Cardinals. Some other great moments. How about the 40-point victory over Northern Virginia Community College, 87-47? That was wild. How about the incredibly dominant performance against Hagerstown when the Cardinals won 72-27? I would be remiss if I didn't mention the game against CCBC Essex, where the Cardinals outplayed the #1 team in Region 20 in the first half. They did lose that game by 30 points, but it was incredibly close. So what about that 3-game winning streak midway through the season, including great victories against Anne Arundel, Monroe College Bronx, and PG County? All of them have had great moments. That victory against Anne Arundel, by the way, is Maya Franklin. Oh, Maya Franklin with the shot, and she gets her first points of the night. Makes it 74-46. Cardinals, first time in a while they've been within 30 points. All right. That game against Anne Arundel, by the way, the Cardinals had to play a 3-on, if I remember correctly, a 3-on-5 at the end because so many players had fouled out, and they still hung on to win. Boykin gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez won't go. Rebound fought for. Fowler's got it. They're going to say Catonsville touched it last. So yes, it's been a memorable season for the Cardinals. It's a shame that it's coming to a close on a losing streak, it looks like. But hopefully the framework has been set for last year. There's a lot of talented players here for the Cardinals. Very excited to see how they will perform next year, depending on the ones who return. Concours fighting to the basket, won't go. And another foul is called. See who it's on. It's on Destiny Perry. That is her fourth. She joins Milan Marable as they are on the cusp of exiting this game. Camille Martin makes her first, so she now has scored. Only player who hasn't appeared tonight for Montgomery, Sarah LaPierre, number 30. Martin makes both. Puts back to a 30-point lead, 76-46. We got 5.5 minutes to go in this contest. And Tillery falls. Wrapped up, jump ball, possession to Montgomery. Neither team has really used any timeouts in this quarter, or in this game, really. There haven't been a lot. There's only been one timeout called the entire game, and that was by Catonsville back in the first. Boykin gets it to Concour. Concour for three. So close. Bowers with the rebound. Excuse me, Fowler with the rebound, and she scores 78-46. Perry gets it to Franklin. Franklin for three. Just a bit off Martin with the rebound. And it's the same play that they pulled several times, and it works again as Gonzalez scores, makes it 80-46, and I think you could chalk this one up on the record books as a Montgomery victory, it looks like. Difficult night for the Cardinals. No other words really could describe it. Here's Perry trying to push her way to the basket, fighting her way through, and a foul is going to be called. Good job by Perry to draw that foul. It's going to be on Bethany Fowler, and that's going to be her third. Well, I might have predicted it because entering the game now for the Raptors, number 30, Sarah LaPierre, the freshman forward. It's mostly bench players out there now for Montgomery, as it looks like they're gonna rest up their starters. Boykin is still out there though. Perry makes her first, makes it 80-47. And she's got both. Perry up to 14 points on the night. Bit of a consolation prize here for the Cardinals. Remember, folks, Cardinals men's game coming up. Boykin's shot won't go. Out of bounds, possession back to Catonsville. Here's Tillery now, gets it to Perry. Perry puts up a shot, won't go. Out of bounds, a possession back to the Raptors. Less than 4 to go. Gonzalez flips it to Concour, back to Gonzalez. Concour for three, misses. Rebound taken by Boykin, and she scores despite being tied up by Alfreda Potter. Tillery hands off to Perry. Perry for three. It's stolen out of her hands. At Gonzalez, another wide open, not wide open, Maya Franklin with a great play. Maya Franklin breaks up that play. A fantastic job by her to break up that play. Give the Cardinals the ball back. Maya Franklin has had an excellent night so far. She's been a bench player for much of the season. Got the start, has played the entire game tonight, and has actually done quite well. LaPierre, tad bit short, won't go. Out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. 2.5 minutes remaining. Here's Perry. Wild shot won't go. LaPierre with the rebound. Gets it to a wide open Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez finds Boykin. Boykin fights for it, puts it up, won't go. Boykin grabs her own rebound. Gets it to Concor. Concor puts up a shot. Marable with the rebound. Flips it to Potter. Potter finds Tillery. And that pass is intercepted, and Fowler will have a wide open lane, and she scores. Timeout called by Catonsville. 84-48, minute 46 to go. This one is all but over, folks. Don't forget, folks, men's basketball action coming up after this as the Cardinals face off against the Raptors. Same YouTube channel, but different live stream. I want to thank everybody for tuning into our broadcast this year. Again, this isn't the last game of the season. We'll have one more game, and that's going to be against Allegheny on Monday. This is going to be my last game, of course. I mentioned that before, this season for the Cardinals. It has been a joy to call the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball team this season, to witness all of the ups and downs. I mentioned earlier in the quarter some of my favorite moments. We're curious to hear what your favorite moments are. Folks, if you're listening at home, interact with us on social media. And let us know what your favorite moments have been from the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball season. Here's Franklin. Gets it to Perry, won't go. Rebound. Franklin, three. Oh, Maya Franklin hits a three. I do believe that is her first three of the season. Makes it 84-51. Final seconds ticking away here. Well, final minute, excuse me. Multiple shots missed there. Fight for the ball. Perry got tripped up. Raptors still can't score. Jump ball is called. Position will go back to Catonsville. I'm concerned about Destiny Perry. Remember, she hurt that ankle as she and Boykin went to the floor. Boykin, I think, landed on her ankle. We're going to stop it here. I believe the shot clock was not running. It was not. Shot clock. And the game clock. The clock just wasn't working at all. Huh. There should be a minute to go. My cameraman telling me there should be 1:03. Truly, folks, you should stick around for the men's game. It looks like the men's team is going to be wearing their alternate uniforms for this game. And if you want to see some of the most beautiful uniforms in all of NJCAA athletics, stick around. Here's Franklin. Has it stolen away by Gonzalez. Flips it out to Boykin. Boykin up and will score. And Franklin, I'll give her credit, she was chasing Boykin down. Franklin getting a lot more ball handling here in the ball handling duties in the this fourth. Gets it to Potter. Potter, big time block by Bethany Fowler. Less than a minute to go, folks, and this one is going to wrap up. Perry off the inbounds pass, off the side of the backboard. Potter with the rebound, won't go. Fowler secures it. Fowler flips it out to Concor. 30 seconds to go. 86-51 the score. Concor for three, won't go. Out of bounds possession to the Cardinals. That should turn off the shot clock. And this should do it. It's been a frustrating evening for the Cardinals, but still, you got to give them credit. Three players scoring in double digits. I mean, Kayla Cabotstock with 15 points, Destiny Perry with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 14 points. What a game. Boy, that ball really went back there. It went way back behind the bleachers. Anaya Tillery with 13 points. Alfreda Potter, 10 rebounds. Milan Marable, 6 rebounds as Perry fights towards the basket and has it stripped away. Where did that come from? Final seconds ticking away. Here's Concor. Steal by Perry. Concor goes down hard. Ooh, that did not look good. Perry gets tripped up. And with 4 seconds to go, was Talia Concour, who went down hard with 4 minutes to go. You hate to see a game end on an injury. Athletics trainer Abby Miller has had a busy night tonight. She's headed out there. And Talia Concour will be helped off the court. Hate to see a game end with an injury. Catonsville will have possession here with 4 seconds to go to wrap this one up. And folks, while they get set out there, just want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight for another exciting edition of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball. We have one more broadcast for you coming up Monday against Allegheny College. Inbounds pass goes to Potter. Potter shoots, scores, 3 seconds to go, 86-53. And the Raptors are going to wrap this one up. The Raptors move to 18-6, 10-1 in conference play. They're headed to the region tournament. Catonsville drops to 9-14. That's going to do it, folks. We thank you for tuning in for today's game. We hope that you had a fun time. Stick around. The men's game coming up. A lot of big storylines for sophomore night, their final game of the season. We thank you for joining us, folks. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this season for Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball. It has been a pleasure to call their games this year. Final score, 86-53 in favor of the Raptors. Have a good evening, folks.